I'll be honest with you, I have no idea how we are favored by 7.5 points going into this game. That is the most illogical thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, I know the Raiders are going through it right now, but the Raiders have we're only one game up on the Raiders. I don't think we should be up favored by 7 points on any team humanly possible right now. Now, I think we're going to win this game. I do. I think we're going to win by 10. Arguably, which is kind of funny because, then that 7 points would be covered. But I'm just saying, I just don't believe truly this team should be favored by more than 3 or 4 points, even at home, because we suck at home. If we were on the road against the Raiders, if we were in Las Vegas, I could make the argument why we should be favored in Las Vegas. Because when we play bad teams on the road, apparently that's when we get the job done. But when we play at home, it's just not how we work. We just work very badly in that scenario. Anyway, let's talk about this game. 64% chance to win it. And, we're going into this game with a lot of issues. Orlando Brown's out for this game. Zach Moss most likely out. T. Higgins most likely out for this game. Geno Stone, now he's questionable. We don't know if he's going to play. He might not play, in all honesty, depending on how bad the shin injury is, because he got re-injured. Looks like, that you go back to that game a couple games ago. Okay, the Browns game, the guy got the shin injury. Thankfully, it wasn't worse. Then he looked like he was okay. He played in last week's game against the Eagles. We thought, okay, well, he's back. He said he played through worse. We all got happy for that he's okay. And then it was a complete 180. He got hurt again in practice on Thursday. He got hurt again. Shin injury, got hurt again, or gets reactivated, yeah. Chuck Sizzle's also hurt, so it's going to be a mess, okay? Keys to victory for this game. I know this video started off so negative, but again, like I said, I think we're going to win this game. It's just this is going to be a game where I'm kind of on the fence about how I feel about it, because this is a game the Bengals could lose. I think they're going to win, but this is a game they could lose, just because you go into this type of game and, this is a game that they could get away from you very quickly. So, this type of game, can we please run the football? Like, going into it, the Raiders are worse against the run than they are the pass. And with Orlando Brown being out, it's going to be a really big chore to shut down Mason Crosby, almost to a point where it's impossible. So can we just please, for the love of everything good, run the damn ball? And I know Zach Moss is out, but let's be honest, Zach Moss is not our quote-unquote running back. He is a pass-blocking running back that's utilized as an extra tight end blocker, technically, or an extra offensive lineman blocker. Like, he's a +1 to blocking assignments. That's what Zach Moss is. Can he run between the tackles? Absolutely. But that's not really what we utilize him for. We really just utilize him as a +1, as an extra blocker. Chase Brown is our actual running back. He is the guy who, when we want to run the ball and we want to get explosive yards, we go toward Chase Brown. So this is going to be a game where Chase Brown is the starter. Travion will be the backup, but Chase Brown is the starter. So keys to victory number 1, run the damn ball. Okay, let's make this game an example. Run the damn ball. I don't want to see my quarterback on his butt 60 times during this game because you keep throwing the ball and Mad Max Crosby is taking the ball away. If you let him become a problem, he will be a problem. The Raiders' defensive line isn't as good as the Eagles, okay? We're not going into this game thinking, we're playing the best defensive line possible. But Mad Max Crosby can definitely take away a game like this. You can't let him. And that's our biggest thing. Number 1, run the damn ball. Number 2, get after the quarterback. And again, that's easier said than done, right? That's very much easier said than done for us this season. Outside of Trey Hendrickson, it's been a very much of a cluster fluff. But this is a game where the Raiders' offensive line is very vulnerable. They don't have the best offensive line. And again, if you're ever going to get after a quarterback, put pressure on the quarterback, this is a game to do so. Number 2, get after the quarterback. And number 3, third and final one, just play smart. And, I don't feel like we've been playing smart the last couple weeks. Yes, we have won some games. Yes, we have won 3 games against very bad teams. But at the end of the day, just play smart in this game. Don't call stupid stuff. And I'm talking about Zach Taylor. I am. Don't call stupid stuff. Don't go for it on 4th and short when you're risking it for the biscuit. And now you're going to end up losing the game because of it. Don't outthink yourself in this game. Don't overthink, but I'm going to go with don't outthink. Don't lose this game yourself, is what I'm trying to say. You could easily, in this type of game, go into a game like this and be like, you know what? We got this. This is our game. We're good. We're fine. It's an easier opponent. And you overthink it and you end up losing it. Don't be the reason why you lose. And I think last week, we were the reason why we lost that game. I don't care what people say. We lost that game because we played piss poor defense. And yes, a lot of it was the Eagles had a good offense. But we just looked ugly. And offensively, we looked ugly. Defensively, we looked ugly. And there's so many times this year we could be in a lot better of a spot if we just played smarter. If we just called better plays to a certain degree, not to a point where, we need to do blah, blah, blah. No, I'm talking about even the simplest crap. We could be in such a better spot. Look at the Ravens game. If you don't run the ball 3 times and try to make a 60-yard field goal or 54-yard field goal with Evan McPherson, and you throw the ball there and you get a couple yards, you get some chunk yards, you get the field goal range, or a better field goal range, you win that game. That's just being stupid, running the ball 3 times and trying to go for a 54-yard field goal. That's just being stupid. That is the situation I'm talking about. Going for it on 4th and 1 and running a screen pass. Whether or not you would make the argument that the 4th and 1, I still think we should have gone for it. But at the end of the day, if you're going to go for it, call a good play. Calling a screen pass, that is what I'm talking about when I say play smart. Don't be stupid. Okay, we've had too many games this year. Joe Burrow's fumbled for 6 against the Chiefs. Stupid. 7 points for that team. That's already amazing. That's called being stupid. That's called playing stupid. Mistakes. Playing soft in certain situations. You have to go into this game. And I don't know how the mentality is going to change. Because it's been the mentality the whole entire year. You gotta play with some brains. And that's what I will say in the last and final point. And I know that's easier said than done. That's a very vague statement. But that's how I look at it. Tell me down below your thoughts and opinions. I'll see you guys next one. Deuces.